In today's competitive job market and high-tech digital job boards, did you know that there's an electronic gatekeeper standing between you and your dream job? Can you guess what it is? Well, the answer is applicant tracking software. Did you know that in Australia, 80% of companies and recruitment agencies use ATS to rank your resume or bury it so that it's never found? Hi, I'm Kathryn from Resumes for Results, and today I'd like to share just 3 tips on how to create your resume so that it reaches the hands of a real person. Tip 1, use a concise professional profile. So your profile is most likely the part of your resume that will be seen first by the ATS, and then it will enter you into a specific system. Therefore, your professional profile needs to be tailored to match the job requirements and clearly demonstrate your skills, your experience, qualifications, areas of expertise, and the value that you bring. A well-written professional profile will make it easy for the person who eventually reads your resume to say, yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for. So tip 2, clearly outline your skills and experience. Don't make assumptions. If the job description says knowledge of certain packages, demonstration of certain competencies are vital, then you must clearly state you have this knowledge and these skills. Otherwise, you'll be easily delegated to the no pile. The thing is, employers will not assume you have the basic skills. Okay, these requirements must be included in your resume. Otherwise, you will be disregarded or taken out from the pool of candidates, and you will not reach the hands of the employer or recruiter. Tip 3. Another time I'll talk about keywords in more detail, but today tip 3 is get the format right. You run the risk of being removed by ATS if you do not format your resume in a way that these systems can read and interpret. The problem is there's so many systems, some are old, some are new, and you don't know which one is being used. So use a format that is safe for all of them, unless you're sure of what's being used. So the first thing is use a standard format, 1 column, not a 2-column format. Even though some ATS are getting better at reading multi-columns layouts, they can still struggle and jumble up all your text. You can imagine, multi-lined paragraphs in a table, 2 columns, and it reads right across the page, the first line of each column before it wraps around again. So you can see how that works. By the way, research has indicated that recruiters and employers prefer a standard format instead of the fancy, more creative ones, because we read from the top right down to the lower left, and we don't want to go down all the way to the left and then down all the way to the right. It doesn't make sense to us in our brains. Next thing is save your resume as a Word file. It is tempting to use a PDF, but sometimes a PDF can come through the system and show us blank or one large image. A Word file is the safest thing to do. The other thing is use standard section headings like experience, work experience, volunteer work, leadership experience, projects. Okay, so that was tip 3. There are lots more things I could talk about, but I don't have time today. My bonus tip before I leave is, unless the application instructions specifically say no phone calls or emails allowed, the best way around any issues with ATS software or uploading through an online portal, because that can be a problem too, is to go directly to a human. So the first thing I would do is one, follow the recruiter's procedures and submit an online application. The second thing I would do is send a direct email to the contact person or the decision maker, attach your resume along with a brief explanation as to why you are the perfect fit for the position. There you go. There are my 3 tips, but remember there are other things that you need to consider with applicant tracking software, but that is for another day. Thank you very much for staying right to the end with me. I would love to see you next week on our next live video. In the meantime, like our page, follow us, put your comments below, any suggestions, any questions. I love to hear from you. Bye for now.